Individuals in the military often have to stay very far away from their friends and family members. Many times, this takes an emotional toll on their emotional and mental health. Their job many times requires them to kill members of the opponent team, and at times, they have to see their own team members die in the battlefield. All this obviously takes a serious toll on their overall mental health, and that's exactly where a military psychologist walks in. Hello and namaste everyone. Welcome back once again to Offbeat Psychology for Offbeat Information. In today's video, we would be talking about what is military psychology, who is a military psychologist, and how you can become a military psychologist in India. Military psychology is a special field of psychology which is concerned with the military personnel and their family members. A military psychologist is a person who helps the military officers to overcome their mental and emotional issues by providing counseling, therapy, guidance, and at times conducting psychometric assessments. Some job titles under military psychologists include Army psychologist, Air Force psychologist, Navy psychologist, and Marine psychologist. Sadly, in India, we don't have so many different types of psychologists for the specific field of military. But yes, in general, we do have a military psychologist in India. The field of military psychology gained importance especially during the time of World Wars, where Army Alpha and Army Beta tests were created by psychologists so that the right person could be recruited in the army for fighting during the World Wars. Let's now quickly have a look at the various duties which a military psychologist is required to perform. A military psychologist carries out research in the field of military psychology. They construct psychometric tests and also carry out psychometric testing as and when required. They prepare a report on the mental health condition of the military professionals. Military psychologists also help in the selection and recruitment of the staff members. They also help in organizing some workshops on common topics for the staff members such as stress management, time management, etc. Some of the places where a military psychologist can find recruitment include military hospitals, research and development organizations of the government, and some of the colleges and universities which are running a course on military psychology. Alright, now we come to the most important question, that how can one become a military psychologist in India? So there are two ways of becoming a military psychologist in India. The first way is to become a commissioned officer in the army and side by side also complete your education in psychology. Through this, an individual becomes eligible to apply for teaching jobs in the Army Educational Corps. For this, the individual should have completed their post-graduation in psychology. So the fields which are acceptable include general psychology, clinical psychology, counseling psychology, and military psychology. Now, talking about the second way through which you can become a military psychologist in India. The second way includes completing your education first and then applying for the post of a military psychologist as and when the vacancy arrives. In India, the Defence Institute of Psychological Research, Delhi, which falls under the Ministry of Defence, Government of India, is one such organization that takes up military psychologists. The task of this particular organization is to carry out research in the field of military psychology. Coming to the institutions which are offering any course in military psychology in India, well, I could find only 3 of them, and there's one international university, so that makes a total of 4 where you can apply for a course in military psychology. So the first is Bharatiya University, Coimbatore, which is offering an MSc in Applied Military Psychology. The second is Amity University, Noida, which is offering a MA in Military Psychology. The third is National School of Leadership, which falls under MSME, Government of India, and this is offering a 3-month certificate course in Military Psychology. And the fourth institute is Adler University, which is actually an international university. This is offering a master's degree in military psychology through online and distance mode. The eligibility for all the master's course in military psychology is that you should have taken psychology at your graduation level, and the eligibility for the certificate course which I told you, which is being offered by National School of Leadership, is only 16 years. That means the only eligibility criteria is you should be 16 years of age. Anybody who is 16 and above can apply for this certificate course. Coming to the salary of a military psychologist in India, well, obviously if you get recruited in the government sector, the salary is pretty good, but if you get hired in a private institution to teach military psychology, then the salary is a little bit lesser. So the average salary can be around 45,000 per month. In the end, I would like to conclude this video by saying that there is a very limited scope for military psychology currently in India, but in the coming years this field of psychology, just like any other field of psychology, is going to see a lot of improvement and expansion. In order to find a job as a military psychologist in India, watch out for the advertisements they put in the paper and on the official website of Defense Institute of Psychological Research. With that, I would like to end this video. Thank you everyone for watching, and subscribe to Offbeat Psychology so that you receive lots and lots of offbeat information. I will see you very soon in my next video. Thank you. Bye bye.